Hello and welcome to this wonderful podcast. And I am Aditya, a student of Union. So we have here a very fine coach, a very fine Ascension coach from the Twin Flames Universe with us, Asha. And we have two students of Union, Daria and Priyanka. I welcome you all.
Yeah, thank you. Hello.
So welcome to this wonderful podcast. And so let's hear it. How's the how do like Daria and Priyanka, could you tell us something about your journey, your twin flame journey?
All right. Yeah. As you can see, I'm originally from Germany and I just relocated to India. So I am very happy to be allowed as well and to participate in the community here and explore my divine connection with India, with the people here, with the culture, food, and of course, because it's the home of my twin flame. Even though we have met in Germany, and he is still there working in Germany, getting citizenship, and maybe he will stay in Germany. So, this is what we need to figure out now. Um, I am on my side. I was healing a lot lately, and thanks to the teachings of Union, I felt enough courage and enough strength to do this great move now for me, relocating from Europe, from Germany to this very vibrant, very living, and very dynamic country here. And yes, I'm very, very happy to also explore and deepen my relationship with the Indian community of Twin Flames Universe. And yeah, and I think this also helps my relationship with my twin flame to understand him better as a man, to understand our connection. So, because when you look at it from the outside, why on this planet, why in this universe would we feel such a great love for each other? And why are we such a good team? And then, of course, we have all those society obstacles, we have these challenges, and both of our families are afraid. But then I think we, as a team, my twin flame and I, we maybe have this purpose to unite India and Germany, to bring both countries, both cultures together, and be the bridge between the people and our families. And this is what I want to explore now, and that's why I started to work here, just to get the everyday life, explore and see what it looks like.
Such
Yeah,
a
it's a,
beautiful, yeah.
no, I just, you can go ahead, Aditi.
No, I'm just feeling this is such a wonderful, inspiration. I mean, to be able to shift yourself. That is like the dedication to the journey is such where you are feeling guided to move and you're changing your life in a wonderful way. And this is very much, Asha can feel this because she has also shifted from India. So would you like to tell this story?
Yeah, that's what I was just, it was like, immediately I was responding. I was actually like feeling so good to, hear that because I think you kind of like bring that essence of the movement, just to love, right? Bring and spread the love and love um, as the core ingredient of our consciousness to, share that with everyone. So obviously your movement will be there is a purpose for sure, and that is maybe like bringing India into more probably like giving the diverse perspective, of how we can stay together with love, and it's just not the feeling for one person, it's a feeling for the whole community, the whole, it's a soul sharing basically with everyone. So now my movement was like in a very different perspective, the way I understand right now, because this was a fear-based movement. Because I moved when my journey was about to start, which I didn't even know, of course, because it was shut down at that point of time completely. So now, if I look at that perspective, because it was a separation I chose from my divine home, so yes, but everyone has our own journey, so it's okay to have like kind of choices made in the past, but it is an opportunity to heal. And also, I think in the class somewhere, it's I also heard, so the country you are in has a purpose there, because you will have to, again, the reason is like to spread the love again. So I was not with TFU when I started. Sorry, when I moved here, I didn't even know about Twin Flames or anything. For me, it was a nice job opportunity, and why not someone take? But more than that, I would say that inside my heart, it was like go, go, go. But I don't know why should I go. I just took my I listened to that and I just moved, but it was for a purpose for sure. And I came here not knowing anything of this journey. I was asking the question, what is the reason for me to move here? Because logically it didn't make sense in any way. And everyone I discussed, because in a ego world we discuss and understand the logical conclusions, right? Everyone said don't take this opportunity, it doesn't make sense, but I only kind of have to go. So when I asked myself the question, the answer I received was all like, I need to pay gratitude to this country. So now I can understand what was that answer. So there is a transformation here for sure. I need to transcend and lessons to be learned. But then, Daria, your movement, towards India, it's like it just moved in terms of with that purpose of like just sharing that love. So that was really like feeling so good to hear. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
I just share.
But there are a lot of upheavals. Yes, I totally understand also your perspective with Italy. There are a lot of challenges and a lot of, so probably there is a lot of healing. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of feeling, yes. Yeah, for sure.
And that's why I also signed up for the meetup to intensify the community feeling. And I think because when we are together, everybody has a message to take away from, and this helps me on my personal way. When I come back to my apartment here, and then I might feel lonely because I live here alone. I just have a few colleagues, but not many friends. And then you have this community feeling, and you take the love from the summit and from the meeting back home to your place.
Yeah, that's true. Even for my so I didn't get the guidance to come until now. There are a few things moving in the background, but still, like if I look from the perspective of like, you don't even get that instruction, to go to another place or even to coming to India. I didn't get that instruction so far. After a long gap, I'm actually coming for the event. So it's again the lessons in the journey, right? So you need to finish certain lessons, then you get the next piece, and then you were supposed to move here or move the other place, whatever, like it comes in as part of like as you heal. Yeah.
I think it is a very, it's a wonderful opportunity for Indians to see finally a couple in India, like who are actually in their harmonious twin flame union. And it's, I don't know when was the last time that this happened. So, something must be, something good is about to happen, which is why there's so much of love coming to India.
Mm. Yeah.
Priyanka, share something about your journey with us?
Yes, actually, I would love to talk about, first of all, retreat. I have never been in any retreats, but I just quit this journey because of it was so horrible for me initially. And I had a blogs about community as well. Like my previous community was all about the fear-based, but I work a lot and I healed a lot with my coach, and there was a resistance, to accept the community. But when I met Twin Flame Universe, I felt like this is for me, and I feel very acceptance, of course, loving and very much grounded way. I felt like home. Okay. So I feel this when I'm just right now, going or exploring with you all of, with all people. I feel we are celebrating our existence actually. Like existence on earth and embracing our journey with each of us, and just this is what I feel like very blessed, because finally I work and finally I overcome from this big block. Like I was very introvert kind of person. um, I was only open to the few people, and but recently I was working on my shame and all stuff. Then these days I'm just being more open, being myself, and just having my new friends in Twin Flame Universe. So this journey, I felt not about isolate yourself, but of course embracing yourself and just be yourself, and with your community as well. For me, that's a big piece. Recently, I just healed, so I feel good about it. Like, yeah. And you don't meant to, walk this journey alone. And I was doing that somewhere, and I felt like, no, I need to, open to receive all support from my community, of course, from my friends, my coaches, and that's why I'm feeling blessed, and I'm really excited even to come and join there and meet everybody like that. That's my experience about this retreat. Like, yeah.
Thank you so much, Asha, Priyanka, Daria, for sharing your beautiful journeys. So, there's one thing which I wanted to really ask all of you. Um, did you feel any difference after you booked your spot on the retreat? Like, the moment I booked my spot on the retreat, my focus in a couple of days suddenly shifted. Like, I wanted my harmonious twin flame union. However, I was so busy with the finances, busy with other things in my life, that I was not focusing on HTFU. But the moment I booked my spot on the retreat was the time like, all of a sudden it just clicked. Okay, what is happening with me? Why am I not focusing on HTFU? Why am I only focusing on so many other things? And like, that vision suddenly came back to me. So did something like this happen with both of you? So let's start with Priyanka.
Yes, you won't believe like what happened. I was just into this meeting with these people, like like Asha and Anvensha, and that day only, I so many things shifted. Like I was living with my first twin flame. I had my own apartment, 2 BHK, where we were sharing together. He was mirroring every shift, okay, and I was like, okay, he is my twin flame because I was with him more than 2 years, and we were exploring our connection. And the moment I accepted, that day only started all reality, that all false reality started shifting. And the next very day I got to know he's not my twin flame. And goosebumps, see. And the next day I was healing with Laurentio, and then we were going so deep in my healing, where I was just making new choice to ground myself, because I was not grounding myself. I was doing so many things, but not in a grounded way. So I made a choice to ground my union and create heaven on earth, and everything falls away, the all falls stuff. So yes. the moment I even didn't book anything for the retreat or something like that, nothing. But the moment I made a choice with these people, okay, like our community member in meeting, and everything started shifting. And that those days and after right now, I could see I'm continuously healing about my environment, even the Indian consciousness. You won't believe I'm just moving myself with my luggage here to there to there. And my vision is shifting to USA. So I'm just roaming here and there. This is what happened. My reality started shifting very fast. And I really don't know what will going to happen after the retreat. But this is what happened exactly after that. That's my experience. So yeah, and I would love to talk about the one more thing. Like we have our group coaching friends. So right now we are created our WhatsApp group where we are keep talking about our journey, breakthroughs, and everything. So I feel like we are supporting each other, like as a soul family, and we are triggering each other as well, and we are embracing it. That's very beautiful stuff here. And I feel this is what it is. You are just enjoying your journey. You are not sitting and isolating, oh God, I need to heal this and crying all the day. No. I feel like we are embracing it. That's what I feel. Yeah. This is, I'm feeling so blessed. Yeah.
Thank you. Daria,
Yeah,
would you
you're
like to
welcome.
share something here?
I totally feel what Priyanka is saying, and for me, it's similar. Absolutely, and I can't wait to meet you in person there as well. Um, but I personally, I also see it like a chance to go to this awesome location. So I heard a lot about it, and I have never been to that north of India, that much north. And yeah, so I also see it a little bit for sightseeing, doing just a very perfect, almost perfect weekend there, few days there. Yes, and see something new, meet lovely people, have great food together, laugh a lot, dance a lot, heal a lot, and then yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, Khajuraho is a wonderful place. And when I first heard about the retreat, that it was in Khajuraho, I was like all of a sudden Khajuraho, wow. So, because the previous retreats gave me a chance to travel to Rishikesh, to Pune, Mulchi, and then to Goa. So I'm like, okay, nice, Khajuraho, Central India. And but the more I started looking at Khajuraho, the more I started watching videos about Khajuraho, and then I started realizing, oh my God, it's a very high vibrational place. I mean, that place has seen so much. I mean, that place has seen such a beautiful culture. It is culturally rich. It has beautiful, wonderful temples, which have held exceptionally high vibrations. And so, yeah, that
Cool,
is.
very
Would
nice.
you like to say something here, Asha?
Yeah, I was just feeling into that, like the couple of things, maybe let me start here. So you were talking about the culture of Khajuraho. So I just immediately getting some visions that there is a rich culture which has been lost. So there has been it feels like there has been a community which has been probably destroyed, maybe just put it that way. So maybe the purpose of this retreat also to build and strengthen the community as a whole, for the purpose of like, you know, as a sole purpose, like in terms of sharing that we started with sharing the love, right? So sharing the love and also the kind of being the support to each other. So it's, I think the retreat itself is in a way to build that connection with each other and bring everyone together so that you feel the essence of our own existence. That's what Priyanka also shared, our own existence, like why we are on earth and what are we trying to build as our home on earth. you know, and this, like, today, like, everywhere, it really requires that strong foundation of love, the way the world is going. So we really need that foundation of the love. So maybe that's why probably we wanted to come together, and everyone is speaking from their heart, but I think our all of our messages are like similar. We wanted to share what we have. We wanted to have that connection. We want to be the bridge, sort of like bringing something together would be the connections. And also just wanted to share that, like, receiving is the biggest block, as we all know, for all of us, in terms of receiving our union, receiving love, fundamentally, and receiving everything, our abundance, right? So this is where actually we are gonna talk about in the workshop, having those deep healing workshops where we would like to really help everyone in terms of sort of like, so where are we getting stuck? What are the basic problem? What are the ground stuff we need in terms of, moving towards our harmonious twin flame union? So the 2 days of workshop, today we have like full workshops and activities, which is built in sense of kind of covering all these topics and helping you to walk from your basic, like the fundamental foundations, to really building up the harmonious union, and sustaining it. So now the day one is, it's a cultural tour. So the cultural tour, why? Because to get the sense of our own existence, the culture, the community, being together. And it's also going to be an icebreaker for sure, because having first day, the sort of like the cultural trip is going to be exciting, and it's going to be like very much interesting. So there are some activities we planned also. So the 3 full days are going to be like very, very much engaging and interesting, I would say. I'm looking forward for, more what's going to come, and again getting revealed in the next few months. Yeah, and we do have the harmonious twin flames in harmonious union. They are coming, which probably going to help us more in terms of, see that and witness. Also, like to learn, like, how is harmonious union feels like or looks like, and how to live that life. So that's going to be a wonderful opportunity for all of us.
When you mentioned the fact that the place has, like the place Khajuraho was, and because it has a lot of ruins, so it just reminded me of the tower moments. As a tarot reader,
Mhm.
everyone knows about the tower moments when the whole fire, like, the foundation is shook, it is, removed, it falls apart just so that, new foundations, new language of love, new building can be built upon the same. And like, I was just, when you were talking about it, I was just smiling inside, like, oh, like this is the significance of Khajuraho.
I was thinking, why you're smiling, I was like feeling, am I speaking something? I sensed that smile, kind of, and I didn't get it. But when you're speaking, obviously, I also feel the tower movement now.
Yes, it's because tower movements are supposed to shake your foundation, so building also falls apart. And so, like, Khajuraho is like that.
It looks like everyone is talking about the, the moment you booked, what happens in the life. Same thing for us, like we planned. And it was like, what's happening? Like everything is shaking. So my life definitely, like, I don't know, for me, like 360-degree, if something is going on.
Yeah, I mean, I've realized that, the moment we started as a volunteer, when I started volunteering, I realized that the energy, and there's a very big shift in the energy. So,
Yeah.
I understand that. And Khajuraho is going to be just a wonderful experience for those who really are making a choice to go deeper in their journey. So
Yeah.
you are going to get your tower moments so that you can build a wonderful new foundation. I remember this was said by Abir, I believe, when she said that, we should ask God that to make our upsets bigger, to make our upsets bolder, so that we can clearly see them and we are able to face them. And so, so that is the kind of feeling that I'm getting, yeah, that, I want my upsets to be bigger and to be bolder so that, yeah, I can see them better. I can maneuver through them, heal through them so much better.
Yeah, true.
I would like to share about this, what you just spoke. You know what happened today only? I was just thinking about something and I have realized, like, okay, when my upset comes like, chaotic, like expression, then I'm just giving a lot of attention and I'm just feeling like quick way, and but when I'm just grounding myself and I'm just being meditating and just thinking about all the reflection surrounding me or whatever, then I feel, oh my God, there is a many things people are reflecting, in my environment also, and but I couldn't see that until until there is no tower moment or like something which is very trigger, okay, where I it moving my foundation or something like that. I don't get the right word here, but yeah.
It's like when the
So I was,
subset is small, then we are not focusing on healing that. It is only when it becomes like a big or a huge upset, which starts impacting us in our daily lives, is when we start focusing on it. Very true.
and it's like, okay, beta, you don't understand. Okay, let me. It was like that for me at least. Like, yeah, you don't understand like this. Okay, let me do this. Universe like that, maybe. Yeah, for me at least. Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel, Asha? I feel this is a wonderful, um,
Yeah.
like I
Okay.
feel complete here with respect to the retreat
Yeah.
and
Yes. I'm also getting a completion, unless like both of you wanted to share more. But just wanted to kind of share more from a retreat perspective. So the idea the theme, right? The theme we came up or got channeled was about union. So why? No idea. It got just channeled. So union and we were like, oh, okay. So when I said it's me and Anvansha. So and by the way, Anvansha couldn't participate today. So I'm just covering it for both of us. So the union was like, okay, what are we going to do for union? We were like, we don't know. So we just started planning, and things got actually kind of came in sort of like that order, the divine order. We were looking at, okay, we want to do this as like a 3 day, 3 nights, and sorry, 4 days. That means like 3 nights. You being there in the location, so that means 4 day event. So we just wanted to kind of look at what are we going to do. It's gonna be like too much of time, and we were sure that we want to do this cultural trip because it's something we felt like need to be grounded in the energy of Khajuraho. The reason is like it's got cleared later because the reason is like as you were saying, it's a very intense energy, and if you just feel into that, there's a very strong presence of the union energy and it's very high. So for us, it's very much required that we need to ground. And the cultural trip, we actually planned it in the third day towards the end. It was not really feeling nice at the time. And also the 11/11 portal is happening. So the initial planning was like let's consider the weekend so that everyone will have like time, people going for like going to work, like the office guys, they will be able to take Saturday, Sunday, and like we were looking at convenience. But nothing didn't work, and because God has different plan there. So somehow like we ended up like reworking on stuff. We were like asked to do that. Then we were looking at the workshop, like what exactly should be, and everything came in such a order and also in the right placing in this 4 days, like the 3 days, everything was in the right position and right placing and the right speakers. This was not even like we put any control or anything. It just happened. It was just like the water, it flows, right? It was just like a flow of water. Then we were like, yeah. So then we sort of like, okay, so now the next thing is like the location, right? Khajuraho, it's a tourist place, nice place, but it's not really feel to have a good connectivity in terms of if you just move to probably Goa or maybe like Delhi or the places like that. It seems doesn't have. But now the thing is like, who is there helping us? Every participant who is there, it's God who is gonna bring. God is gonna like take you to the destination. So then we were like, okay, just release the control to God, because it's not us who needs to do these things. The location has been shown to us, the purpose has been given to us, the theme has been given to us, the workshop, everything God has told us, and God also showed us like who needs to be here as like delivering stuff. So everything what God showed, we just did. So as if like, it was so smooth for us to kind of doing things, but at the same time, we had enough of healings to, take place, because as you said, the tower movement, and I'm just realizing even before because God knows the retreat is going to happen, right? And who are going to do it, God knows that. In January itself, I had a very big um, like tower movement happened. It was so much for me to even take that. It was like I won't be able to survive. It was that kind of situation. But now I feel that that was maybe the preparation, because you need to move, so you need to get prepared for stuff. So sort of like we just wanted to share with the audience that the retreat is like, is when you choose this retreat, you're actually choosing your own union, right? You basically claiming that in your heart, and you're just showing up. And Khajuraho, what the place is asking you, the summit is asking you, is just to show up, nothing else. Just to show up, come, give your presence. That's all. Rest is on God. And I'm sure everyone who is coming here will have a breakthrough for sure. So because when you choose, you're choosing those already, like that you're claiming all your good stuff there. So this is what probably I feel to share as of now. And I don't
I
know,
want to
Aditya.
add something to it.
Yeah.
There are so many things I have seen, but something that I have realized is, in order to get out of the daily monotonous routine, you need to have that break. So, when you travel to some place which is offbeat, you take a path which not everyone has taken. You don't do like such a commercial activity. So, when you plan to do that journey, and when you do that journey, it itself is a very grounding experience, because you move from a commercial sector to an offbeat sector. So that travel itself is very grounding. And so Khajuraho as a place, I feel it's like it will be a wonderful place because it's not a commercial one. So people will be able to actually ground that energy and their union, their feelings there. While you are talking about it, so there is this temple called Baglamukhi Temple that is near Indore. It's around 2 hours from Indore, and we had gone there. And I remember we left Indore at around 5 o'clock in the morning, so we could reach the temple around 7:30. 6:30, all of a sudden, just suddenly woke up when we were like half an hour away from the temple, and the place was so dead. The place was so intense. The place felt like the soul has been sucked out of that place. And that temple is surrounded by, there's a river behind the temple. On the two sides, there are various kinds of uh, ghats where people are burnt. Generally, like people like they are burnt. So that is the kind of ghats they have on both sides of the temple. But the moment you just enter the temple and you just start feeling so loved, so cared for, and the moment you step out of the temple, you feel, oh my God, like it's like you come inside the temple, you feel the mother's womb, and you feel that the mother is blessing you there. And this, you just step out of the temple and you feel that, oh my God, the world is like, oh my God, shaking again. And like that, there's so much of turmoil, there's pain, there's anxiety, like everything kind of evil is outside the gates of those temples. And when you enter inside, you cannot feel anything else other than love. I was just getting reminded of it because it is an offbeat destination. It will take like a lot of grounding for people to just to reach there, and it's such a blessing because all of us who will be able to reach there will be actually like not be in a commercial space, so that instead of all the commercial activities we can focus on that beautiful vibe of that place.
You know what I feel to say?
Yes,
And it's a message for me too, from God directly through you. God is asking you to take the path you haven't taken before. And I received that message. Thank you.
this journey is, it's beautiful. Every single day I'm realizing so many things. I feel that becoming the biggest fear that we have within ourselves is the fear that we are unstoppable forces. We are not ready to see ourselves as holding that kind of power within us, holding that kind of support within us. But the moment the truth is revealed to us, then nothing can shake us, nothing can move us. When God is there with you, no amount of retaliation, no amount of torture, no amount of blackmail can stop you. Like, it's like when Krishna ji is there with Arjun, he does not have to worry about the number of enemies that are standing in front of you. All you need to do is just show up for yourself with your bow and arrow, and Krishna ji will take care of everything else.
Yeah. Anything do you want to share, Priyanka and Terry?
Yeah, I'm feeling crying. Yeah, I don't know. There is so different energy. I'm feeling so much vulnerable, and yeah, there is we are just speaking. There is only four people in this room. Still, the energy is so different. Like, yeah,
No, there's a full energy of people who are going to attend, who is there to
yeah,
attend. Everyone is present, in fact. I'm actually receiving that energies.
No, this
It's
is the
just,
energy of people who are committed on their journey. It's not about just
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Khajuraho. It's like, so when you choose Khajuraho, when you show up for retreats, it's like you're taking that step towards your journey. It's like you are giving. So, every retreat costs you a little bit of money. For some, the amount is less. For some, the amount is more. But every single time when you show up for yourself, every single session that you show up with your coach, and it is God guided. So that is what makes this journey worthwhile. And that is what allows us to be prepared to show up for ourselves every single day. So, this journey and this retreat is like that. You are showing up for yourself, and that is the energy of these four people who are committed to love, who are committed to bringing heaven on earth.
True, yeah.
Very true. Very true. I feel we started from acceptance. This is the first step. So that's why it make us feel like, lovable, peaceful, joyful, and at the same time very grounded. Very grounded. Yeah. And that makes me feel home. And this is our union, like union with our own twin flame and of course, God. Yeah. I'm feeling like that. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you
See
so
you
much.
soon.
Mhm.
it's the same or similar for me, because my key message is here letting go of fear, just peeling off all the rules and all the surfaces we have made according to our families, how we should behave, how we should act, what we should do, what we should become, how society wants us to be. So with all that healing, we can just be true to ourselves. I mean, that's the love from inside, from God, that we are just happy with ourselves in the first place, and then we can be the happy person for everybody else. And I think, I mean, for me, it's also still a little bit scary to take this journey all the way, to meet people I have never met before, to be in a community, but still, again, if you have strength and if you feel God's guidance and if you feel the spark, you should just let go of fear. And then we can just have this very peaceful togetherness.
I think you've given that final message for the retreat, because it's about let go of the fear, trust the community, trust God, take the path that God is showing. Just you walk in that path. I think that is the message you beautifully said, and thank you so much for that.
Thank you. It was a pleasure seeing you now online, but I'm very much looking forward to giving you a hug and to say hi
Sure.
in person.
Yeah, I'm also waiting for to meet all of you. I know none of us met in person, but yeah, it's going to be a wonderful experience for sure. Yeah,
So
that's
thank you
really
so much, everyone. Thank you, Daria. Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you, Asha, for being here. And thank you, everyone who has been watching this. If you have any doubts, if you would like to help us claim your spot on the retreat, so you can choose to connect with any one of us, Asha, Anvensha, me, and we are here to just help you out. Thank you so much for watching this show, and see you all very soon.
Thank you.